All right, the court is calling 2024 CR 007423, 2024 CR 007444, 2024 CR 6757, State versus Noah Javier Gonzalez. Can I have parties announce?
Deputy Pitlock for the state of Texas, Your Honor.
Humberto Saldaña for Noah Javier Gonzalez.
And are you Noah Javier Gonzalez? And each of these cause numbers, did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
And cause number 2024 CR 007423. Are you the same Noah Javier Gonzalez who's placed on deferred adjudication for theft of property, $2,500 but less than $30,000 on September 23rd, 2024 for a period of 4 years?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Noah Javier Gonzalez who's placed on deferred adjudication in 2024 CR 007444 for the offense of unauthorized use of a vehicle on September 23rd, 2024 for a period of 4 years?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you the same Noah Javier Gonzalez who's placed on deferred adjudication in 2024 CR 6757 for the offense of theft of property, $2,500 but less than $30,000 on July 16, 2024 for a period of 2 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. State, are you proceeding on the same allegation in each motion?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, State, you may proceed.
Violation of condition number 4. In Beauregard County, Texas, the defendant, Noah Javier Gonzalez, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the month of December 2024 in violation of condition number 4.
And each cause number, how do you plead to that, true or not true?
True. The state will waive and abandon the remaining violations in each cause number, Your Honor.
Any objection?
No objection.
In each cause number, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and each cause number, the court could sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4 in each cause number?
Yes, ma'am.
In each cause number, the court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is. The state may believe that defense may want to speak to a condition, but there is an agreed recommendation, Your Honor.
And what is the recommendation?
That is to deny the state's motion to continue probationer on deferred in all 3 cases, but to amend conditions to now include safe PF in each 3 causes.
And Your Honor, we wanted to address that if we could. Put on some, I wanted to call my client.
All right. So here's the question. Was he in a coma? Because we haven't seen him since December. So is there a reason why nobody's seen him since December? Because that's December, January, February, March, April, May, June, and now we see you. That's 7 months later. So is there going to be information that he was in the hospital or being held hostage in some kind of way he couldn't make it?
Judge, but I do think that there's some mitigation.
All right, let me hear the mitigation. I'll keep an open mind, but let me hear mitigation. Who are you calling?
Mr. Garcia first, and then his mother is here also. So.
All right, can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Noah Javier Gonzalez.
All right, you may proceed.
You've been incarcerated in Beauregard County how long, sir?
As long as I was in Beauregard County for like 3 months.
And how long? My question to you is, when were you incarcerated on this into?
This NCR on June 14th.
June 14th, okay. Prior to June 14th, what was your status as far as residing with your mother?
I ended up having to go live with my father in Marble Falls, which was all communicated through my probation officer. She knew that I went out there.
So the probation officer gave her blessing for you to...
I gave her proof of address and everything, and proof of job. I was working in Marble Falls.
Do me a favor. Wait till I finish my question before you answer, because she's taking down everything you say.
Yes, sir.
And that way we can have it in the record. So when did you go move with your dad to Marble Falls?
2 months after my release.
And when was your release?
I was released in November I want to say November, between November 15th, November 23rd.
Of 2024.
Yes, sir.
How many times had you reported to the people in Marble Falls?
I didn't report to nobody in Marble Falls. I was coming back every week to report down here in the Windcrest office.
Okay. When you say every week, when can you give the court the dates of when you came to report to Windcrest?
It was once a week. I don't know the exact dates, but it was once a week. I came back every Thursday, every Friday. We would come back, me and my dad, and I would report Friday.
Okay. And
So I'm sorry. So is he saying that he actually reported December? Is that the testimony I'm hearing?
that's,
I did report. I took a urinalysis, and
No. Here's my thing. I don't understand the plea of true if he's telling the court that he reported December 2024. If he's saying he was reporting, then sounds like we need to have the probation officer zoom in, if nobody has any objection, to tell the court that he was actually reporting, because he's just pled true to not reporting for December 2024. And what I can tell you, usually when it says you haven't reported since December 2024, that means that probation has not seen you since December 2024.
yes, ma'am. But I definitely did report. I was going once a week.
Then
Judge, I don't mean to,
no.
but I think that the allegation says he didn't report in December 2024, not
Yeah.
he didn't report then, and January, February, March, April, May. I don't believe it says that, but I could be wrong.
No, it says in Beauregard County, Texas, the defendant Noah Javier Gonzalez did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the month of December 2024 in violation of condition number 4. So my understanding about rules of, conditions of probation, we can go off the record. They will give you a specific date to report in December. You don't get to choose which date you report from. They'll tell you, we want you here on December 14th, whatever they'll tell you. Once you report, they mark it off that you report. And then they'll tell you the next month what day they want you to report. And usually it's the same day unless something happens and it falls on the weekend. So what I'm hearing from your client is he's telling the court he reported December. Is that what I'm hearing? Do we need to have the probation officer zoom in? Because if he reported, then I don't know why we have this motion to revoke, but they're saying they haven't seen him since December 2024. And if he's telling me he's reported, then maybe he shouldn't be here.
Judge, I hate to go back to this, but I think as to December, you didn't report. Is that what you're saying? But all the other months that you reported, is that what you're telling
I
the
don't
court?
remember reporting in December, but I know for a fact that I reported multiple times throughout those 7 months that I was on
All right,
probation.
Ms. Abrams, this needs to be cleared up. Is it possible? Does anyone object to the probation officer zooming in?
No,
The state does not.
defense does not.
All righty. And Ms. Abrams, he's saying he reported here in Bear County. So if you all have a seat, the probation officer will zoom in and we'll see what's going on.
A few moments later.
All right. So where we are is your client has testified that he actually reported in December 2024. So is there any objection? Because we can just get to the point with the probation officer. Either he reported or he did not. Any objection to going out of order and just calling the probation officer?
No objection from the state, Your Honor.
Judge Ned,
Yes.
What I had stated was, I'm not sure if I reported in December, but I'm sure that I reported multiple times.
Oh, we're going to find out what's going on from probation. Any objections?
no objection.
All right. And the probation officers by Zoom. Any objections to the officer being by Zoom?
None from the state.
None from defense.
All right. Officer Neal, could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You can lower your hand if you'll state your name and occupation for the record.
Kiana Neal, supervision officer.
All right. Does anyone want to question her about the allegations in the motion?
The state may begin. Officer Neal, the state read a violation. It was number 4, that in Bear County, defendant failed to report to the supervision officer as directed for the month of December 2024 in violation of condition number 4. Defendant did plead true, but then there was discussion as to whether defendant did or did not report in December. So the state's one question would be, according to your records, did defendant report for the month of December as directed according to the conditions of his probation?
No, he did not. I did have collateral contact with his mother, but not him.
Now, does collateral contact count as reporting under the terms of the contract?
No.
And would that have been described to defendant? Like, did he know collateral would not work?
I think at that point he had just got out of custody. He was in Beauregard County for a new offense prior to that.
And
So
when
I hadn't met him just yet.
you had not met?
No, sir.
Now, when probationer is released, does someone go over the terms when he's released, or that would be you and that did not happen?
Correct. We were waiting for that appointment, which he didn't show up to.
Now, is not showing up to the appointment a violation?
Correct. It's failing to report for that month.
Then, Your Honor, the state does not believe we have any further questions.
Any questions?
Were you aware that Mr. Gonzalez had tried to transfer his probation to another county?
Yes. We did talk about that, and he said he was no longer looking to transfer his probation.
And are you at the Windcrest office? Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. And how many times did you see Mr. Gonzalez during the time that he was on probation?
4 or 5 times.
4 or 5 times. So that would have been, is it once a month reporting?
Well, he's on weekly.
Weekly? Okay. So do you know what months that he reported to you if he was weekly?
All right. He did come in February of 2025.
What about March?
Yes, he came in March. I do not see where he reported in April.
Okay. Did he show up in May?
No.
And he's been in custody, if you know, since June the 14th. Is that right, of this year?
Correct.
And then he was arrested in June. Is that your understanding?
Yes.
So he's been in custody roughly about a month and a half.
Correct. And he did have a couple issues with charging his device, his GPS device as well.
Okay. So was that mainly due to monies?
So charging it has nothing to do with money.
Okay. So what was did he have a solid residence at the time that he was on?
So we did talk about how he did have some family issues.
And were those family issues regarding his mother?
Correct.
And in essence, his mother was not allowing him to stay at her house. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So when he would go to Marble Falls, is it your understanding that he would spend the night in Marble Falls?
We did talk about it a couple times. I tried to get him to give me proof of residency there.
Okay. But you did understand that he was contending he was living in Marble Falls and then commuting back to report to you.
I'm sorry, you breaking up.
You did understand that he was living in Marble Falls. That's what he was saying. And he was traveling back to report to you.
So yes, I was gonna get him to provide me proof of residency so we could get it to judge.
Okay. And the allegations or the allegation of not reporting, it's not like you're saying that you haven't seen him since December, right?
No. So I did see him periodically through the time that he's been on.
And do you know how old Mr. Gonzalez is?
He's 19.
19. Okay. And so you would say that's a pretty young man? Would you agree with me on that he's a young man?
Yes, he's grown.
Okay. And Mr. Gonzalez took some UAs for you as well, did he not?
He did.
And they were all negative?
Correct.
Okay. Did he ever give you any concern that he was using drugs or alcohol?
I received some anonymous phone calls that he may have.
But that never was borne out in the tests, right?
No.
That's one of my questions. And my other question, if his mom wouldn't allow him to live with her, then why is she in court today? What is the purpose?
Judge, I think she wanted to explain that. I think she's here to support him. She may not agree with everything Mr. Gonzalez is doing,
Mhm.
but she's here to explain that she loves her son and she hopes that one day he'll get it right. And
All right. All right, that'll be noted. Your mother loves you. She hopes one day that you can get your life together. Do you understand? And you haven't been doing things that you need to do in order to get your life together. Because I had you on a curfew. I had you on GPS. There were no issue with fees because the fees were waived and he's supposed to be on curfew, but he's just doing what he wants to do. Oh, let me go to Marble Falls. And I know I specifically told you if there's an issue, all you had to do was contact probation. You're here for 3 felonies, and now it appears that someone wants to do this. He's only 19. He tried to report, didn't do it well. He's on probation for 3 felonies. And, you know, somebody wants to do the Puss in Boots eyes at me as though, you know, I'm 19. Woe is me. I don't understand.
No, Judge, I don't think that that's what really is trying to be conveyed. I think what it is that Mr. Gonzalez had not been in this position before. And I think that out of necessity, because he couldn't live with his mom, he had to go live with his dad, and he doesn't reside in Beauregard
And
County.
he didn't pick up the phone and he didn't call probation or come back to this court on all the trips that he would come and come back to this court and say, Judge, I have an issue. I can't live with my mom.
If I may,
Yes.
I did tell her about my situation when I went and for going to Marble Falls, and I did ask like a request for some type of compliance hearing with you to go over it, but I never got a compliance one.
Nobody came to me with a compliance hearing. So, State, what are you asking for?
We originally asked for the 3 motions to be denied and to continue probationer on deferred, but to amend to include safe P for a more structured environment.
All right. So here's what's going to end up happening. 1 or 2 things. He's not getting out of custody today. How he wants to spend that depends on him. 1, I can revoke you. And I understand you have issues. You're 19. You say your mom doesn't want you living with her anymore. So I can send him to the state jail facility, and I'll send him to the state jail facility for 200 days. Or he can await transfer to inpatient drug treatment. Those are his only 2 choices.
I'll take the first choice.
What, you want to just do your time? All right, so let me explain. I'm going to give you a chance to talk to your attorney about that, because let me just tell you what that's going to be. That's going to be a felony conviction. Have you ever had a felony conviction before? We can go off the record. There are consequences to felony convictions. And let me just tell you, what you're charged with, the theft cases, those are what are called crimes of moral turpitude. If you were to be charged with murder and get convicted of a murder, that's not necessarily a crime of moral turpitude, but theft is. And that is a bigger stain on your record than having gone to prison for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon against somebody who wasn't a female, because charges against females are crimes of moral turpitude, right?
Yes.
And with crimes of moral turpitude, that means that anything that has to do with license that you're trying to do for yourself, it's going to be extremely difficult, if not impossible, for you to get that license. It's going to be slim to none. And then there are issues with your voting rights being taken away. And there's your issue with being allowed to serve on a jury, because those are crimes of moral turpitude and because they are felonies. So you may want to discuss that with your attorney. And I can tell you also, within a felony conviction and crimes of moral turpitude, if you're thinking of getting some type of school aid to go to college, or you have a child and something happens and your child needs help, or you need help through WIC or SNAP or whatever it is, you're not getting it because of this. Do you understand?